Stereo recording has been around for many years now, and even with the rise of multi-channel audio, it's still the primary format for most music listening. It makes sense. 2 channels, 2 ears. Our hearing is stereophonic, so the standard left and right speaker or headphone layout is perfectly tailored to create a reasonable facsimile of the soundstage we perceive with most musical experiences. Of course, surround can add an additional sense of depth and envelopment, but given our ears' forward-facing orientation, stereo reproduction creates a sufficiently wide aural image to take advantage of the acoustic and psychoacoustic elements of our hearing apparatus to provide a rich, detailed soundstage, even for dense, complex musical arrangements. The traditional left-channel, right-channel stereo format is, of course, the standard, but for as long as that's been around, there's also been another stereo format, one that provides a different approach to recording and encoding the separate left and right information needed to create a proper stereo image and playback. That stereo format is MS, or mid-side stereo. Instead of the usual left and right channels, an MS recording consists of a mid-channel and a side channel. The mid-channel is a normal mono version of the audio signal, left plus right. The side channel is made up of the difference between left and right channels, left minus right, things that are more in one side but not in the other. Encoding a stereo signal this way offers some advantages in terms of compatibility and stereo processing, and it's an integral part of vinyl reproduction. MS has been around for as long as regular left-right stereo, and even in the modern age of multi-track, multi-channel recording, MS recording and processing is still widely used in all stages of production, from miking to mixing to mastering, including vinyl pressing. Many stereo plugins offer an option for mid-side processing as an alternative to regular left-right stereo processing, but if you wanted to utilize that approach, you had to have one of those plugins. However, the latest version of Logic includes an option that allows any plugin to be used in MS mode. It's part of another new feature, dual mono plugin operation, which allows for independent processing to be applied to the left and right sides of a stereo audio signal within one plugin. Conversion from left-right to MS stereo is kind of a bonus feature of the dual mono operation, but it opens up a whole new world of processing options. And best of all, it's not limited to working with only Logic's stock built-in plugins. It works with third-party stereo plugins as well, greatly expanding the number of available MS processors from the much smaller number of products that include that feature. With the introduction of dual mono operation and its MS processing option, it seemed like a good time for a Logic FastTrack course that covers MS in detail. This course will cover the history, background, and technical basics of MS stereo processing, Logic's implementation of the dual mono feature and its MS option, and it'll go through several examples of MS applications for various processes like imaging, EQ, and compression, and its use on various instruments, stereo mixes, and in mastering and vinyl production. To start off with, the next couple of clips will provide a little background on the basics of stereo perception and the MS or mid-side stereo format.